along this journey, right? And you've had a journey. What has been the biggest hurdle, right? So you've had mentors, you had your father to teach you, but is the biggest hurdle when you had to leave your job, or was it something else? What was your biggest hurdle?
I think the biggest hurdle because we were in a community that maybe wasn't ready for some of the development that we were putting. So when I tell you the the bad part about landlord was I had guns pulled on me, I had a knife pulled on me. You get all types, you get a certain type of threats, and I don't think that people realize how the safety issues that come with being a landlord. Like you actually are not a walking target, but people will target you if I try to evict you for not paying your rent. Somehow we end up being a bad guy, and I live in the city, and I'm not going to hide. So you will see us. That's one. The other was yes. When I quit my job, I was so used to having my checks every other week. Everything that could happen happened in that first 30 days where I was in the hole, and I had to do a few things to I had to pick up different businesses just to make it to the end of the month. I bought 4 houses 90 days after I quit my job, and that was looking back. It was very bold, but it could have went an entirely different way if any of those projects would have went south.
Okay, yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's amazing. So,
Yeah,
Corey, you had a question you want to ask, good brother?
yeah. So you were working a 9 to 5 and then doing the property management. What was the time management on that? How did that time management piece work?
And that's a part of the reason why I quit, because I was up at 5, sometimes 4. And if I was working on a project, I would go to the project before I went to work. Then I would go to work, work until about 5 or 6 o'clock, go back to the project, and then I would be home until about 9, 10 o'clock. And I did that for almost 5 years, working 4 to 10. And on the weekends, we're 10-hour days, for 10 to 12-hour days. So that was the moment I knew I needed to quit was when my daughter, she picked up a book and she read it. And I had missed her entire education phase. I didn't know she knew how to read. And I said, you know what, I'm going to miss my kids growing up if I don't stop.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you paid your dues, brother.
Yeah, and then the thing is, you knew to stop. Like, all right, I need to go ahead and let this go,
Yeah.
because money is important, but it's not as important as being able to raise your family. So I definitely understand that. As a person with 3 kids, I definitely know that struggle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's a and I don't want to say hard transition, but we have our goals for our financial goals. 100 doors was the thing, but then you got these two little ones looking up at you, and you don't want to miss their. I don't. You only get one shot to raise your kids, so I wanted the opportunity to be there and taking them to school, picking them up, cooking dinner. So I love that stuff. So now I kind of I shut it down at a certain time, and like Fridays is our day, and Saturday nights are our days to sort of hang out.